The Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane wants President Cyril Ramaphosa to withdraw his notice of intention to suspend her. The Public Protector says the letter was unlawful and unconstitutional and that he was not legally entitled to suspend her. Let's get some analysis on this. We're joined by legal analyst Benedict Phiri. Mr. Phiri, always good to see you. Does the Public Protector have a point here?
The Public Protector absolutely doesn't have a point here. The President, in terms of the Constitution, and it's very clear in the Constitution, has a right to suspend the Public Protector where proceedings for her removal have been commenced. And obviously this is where the President is coming from. He's saying that Parliament wrote to him to say that the proceedings for the impeachment of the Public Protector would commence following the Constitutional Court's decision that those proceedings are constitutional. And within that context is obviously then seeking reasons why she should not be suspended. So he's acting completely within the powers conferred on him by the Constitution in this respect.
In my very simple thinking, and please do bear with me here, it seems to be about the Public Protector and not the Public Protector's office, because she's not, standing alone in this. There's investigators, there's a whole, process to the work of the Public Protector's office. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, certainly. I mean, the inquiry into the fitness of office of Mrs. Mkhwebane is based on her. And we know that there are a number of court judgments that have questioned her fitness of office. And it's on that premise that the impeachment proceedings are proceeding against her. And she is then being suspended based on that basis. But the Public Protector's office will continue to function and carry out its constitutional duties because, as you've rightfully pointed out, there are a number and a host of professionals and employees within that office that give effect to the Public Protector's mandate, and not just Mrs. Mkhwebane herself.
With this matter with President Cyril Ramaphosa, how do you see it playing itself out? What could possibly happen?
I certainly think that the threats that Mrs. Mkhwebane has made against the President to bring urgent proceedings if he doesn't, or if he continues with the suspension rather, are actually misguided. And I think any court processes that Mrs. Mkhwebane then brings will not be successful because of the very fact that the President is actually standing strongly in law. I think the question if there's a bias because of the CR17 bank statements and the Bosasa matter and any other matters that the President may be investigated in are absolutely not related to this particular matter, because the question around the Public Protector's impeachment in this particular instance is being conducted by Parliament with the safeguard that the Constitutional Court has then asked be implemented to make the process fair, and not the President himself. So, even if the President is being investigated by the Public Protector, it plays no role in the process for the impeachment of Busisiwe Mkhwebane in this instance.
In the court of public opinion, some would very well argue that it does. Why then not discharge this duty to the Deputy President? Some of the reasons that Mrs. Mkhwebane's lawyers have provided, as you rightfully mentioned, his own concessions and or related undertakings to continue to apply in the Bosasa matter and current investigations, the President's oath of office in which he swore, among other things, to be faithful to the Republic of South Africa, and it continues.
Sure. I mean, the court of public opinion is there, but it's also not a court of law. And I suppose there's also a question as to how informed is that court of public opinion about the legal principles that are actually applicable in this particular instance. I don't for a moment take away or take lightly the fact that the President himself may be implicated in conduct that may not progress our democratic ideals as a country. But insofar as the Public Protector's fitness to hold office, which is really the only question that is at stake in respect of her impeachment, is, that really has nothing to do with what the president may or may not be investigated for. And I think the public, within their public opinion stance, may take comfort from the fact that this process sits with Parliament, and ultimately the removal of the public protector will be a matter for Parliament to deal with and not the president.